The night was thick with rain, as thunder rumbled ominously overhead. Evergreen Academy for Girls, nestled amidst towering trees and rolling hills, was usually a serene haven for its students. However, tonight, the tranquility was shattered by a sinister event. Alina, a studious and kind-hearted girl with a penchant for art, found herself walking alone towards her dormitory. She had stayed late in the art studio, lost in the strokes of her latest painting. Little did she know, a group of bullies lurked in the shadows, their malicious intent disguised by the torrential rain. As Alina rounded a corner, the bullies pounced, their laughter mingling with the pounding rain. They taunted her, mocking her passion for art and her quiet demeanor. Alina tried to reason with them, but their words turned crueler, their fists finding their mark as they mercilessly beat her. The assault seemed to stretch on forever, each blow accompanied by the relentless drumming of raindrops. Alina's vision blurred, her body growing numb from the pain. In a final act of brutality, the bullies knocked her to the ground and fled into the night, leaving her sprawled on the wet pavement, unconscious and vulnerable. It was Mira, a compassionate girl who often kept to herself, who stumbled upon Alina's motionless form. Shocked and horrified, Mira rushed to Alina's side, heedless of the rain, drenching her own clothes. She checked Alina's pulse, relieved to find it steady, and immediately dialed the emergency number. Within minutes, the school authorities arrived, their expressions grave as they assessed the scene. Alina was rushed to the infirmary, where the school nurse tended to her injuries. News of the assault spread like wildfire through the school, sending shockwaves among the students and faculty. The police were called in to investigate, questioning witnesses and gathering evidence. Mira recounted the harrowing sight of Alina being attacked, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. Despite the trauma, she vowed to stand by Alina and seek justice for her friend. Meanwhile, Alina lay unconscious in the infirmary, her face bruised and battered. Images of the brutal assault flashed through her mind, mingling with memories of happier times spent painting in the art studio. Her dreams were haunted by the echoes of cruel laughter and the sting of betrayal. As the storm raged outside, a different kind of storm brewed within Evergreen Academy. The once peaceful corridors now crackled with tension, suspicion casting shadows on familiar faces. Who were the perpetrators of this heinous act? And what dark secrets lay hidden beneath the surface of this prestigious school for girls? The answers were yet to unfold, shrouded in the stormy night's veil of mystery. In the aftermath of the stormy night, whispers echoed through the halls of Evergreen Academy, each murmur carrying the weight of suspicion and fear. Alina remained in the infirmary, her condition slowly improving under the watchful eye of the school nurse. Mira, plagued by guilt and anger, sought solace in the comforting presence of her friends. Meanwhile, the school authorities launched a thorough investigation into the assault on Alina. Detective Marlowe, a seasoned investigator with a keen eye for detail, took charge of the case. He interviewed witnesses, analyzed security footage, and sifted through the tangled web of rumors that swirled around the incident. Among those questioned was Layla, a charismatic and influential figure at Evergreen Academy. Her father, a wealthy businessman with ties to the school's board of directors, cast a long shadow of influence that extended even to matters of discipline. Layla's clique, consisting of her loyal followers, Bella and Tessa, maintained a facade of popularity and privilege. During her interrogation, Layla's demeanor was composed, her words carefully chosen to deflect suspicion. She denied any involvement in the assault, insisting that she had been in her dormitory studying during the incident. Bella and Tessa echoed her alibi, their loyalty unwavering in the face of scrutiny. Detective Marlowe, however, sensed a veiled arrogance in Layla's confident facade. He made a mental note to delve deeper into her background and connections, determined to uncover the truth behind Alina's attack. As days passed, Alina slowly regained consciousness, her mind clouded with fragments of memory from that fateful night. She struggled to piece together the events leading up to the assault, haunted by fleeting glimpses of masked faces and cruel laughter. Mira, determined to support her friend, visited Alina regularly in the infirmary. Their conversations were filled with unspoken questions and shared determination to find justice. Mira confided in Alina about her suspicions regarding Layla and her clique, expressing her unease at their influence within the school. Alina, though weakened by her ordeal, listened intently to Mira's concerns. She urged Mira to tread carefully, knowing that confronting Layla directly could have unforeseen consequences. Instead, they agreed to gather more evidence and enlist the help of allies who shared their desire for truth and justice. Meanwhile, tensions simmered beneath the surface of Evergreen Academy's carefully curated facade. Rumors circulated about possible motives for the assault on Alina, ranging from jealousy to vendettas hidden in the shadows of the prestigious institution. The stormy night had exposed cracks in the school's veneer of perfection, revealing a darker underbelly of secrets and power dynamics. As Detective Marlowe continued his investigation and Alina's recovery progressed, the stage was set for a clash between truth and deception, with the echoes of the assault reverberating through the halls of Evergreen Academy. As the days passed, a peculiar calm settled over Evergreen Academy. The storm had subsided, both in the skies and within the school's corridors, yet an unsettling tension lingered beneath the surface. Alina's return to classes was met with a mixture of sympathy and curiosity from her classmates, each wondering about the truth behind the assault. Mira, fueled by a sense of justice and a desire to protect her friend, became more determined than ever to uncover the perpetrators. She spent hours poring over school records, searching for any connections or patterns that could lead to a breakthrough in the case. Alina, grateful for Mira's unwavering support, lent her assistance whenever possible, despite the lingering trauma of the attack. Meanwhile, Layla and her clique maintained their air of nonchalance, seemingly unfazed by the scrutiny surrounding them. They continued to navigate the school's social hierarchy with ease, their popularity and influence remaining unchallenged. However, beneath Layla's composed exterior, a flicker of unease simmered, a nagging fear of the truth coming to light. Detective Marlowe's investigation progressed methodically, his keen eye catching subtle inconsistencies in witness statements and alibis. He paid particular attention to Layla's movements on the night of the assault, piecing together a timeline that raised questions about her whereabouts during the crucial moments. During one of his interviews with school staff, Detective Marlowe uncovered a startling revelation. A janitor, who had been working late on the night of the assault, recalled seeing a group of students sneaking out of the school grounds. The description matched Layla and her clique, casting doubt on their alibi of being in their dormitory studying. Armed with this new information, Detective Marlowe intensified his focus on Layla and her connections. He enlisted the help of a trusted colleague to dig deeper into the financial dealings of Layla's father, suspecting possible ties to influential figures that could be shielding Layla from scrutiny. Within the school, whispers grew louder as rumors spread about Layla's potential involvement in the assault. Some students, emboldened by Detective Marlowe's investigation, came forward with anonymous tips and pieces of information that painted a damning picture of Layla's behavior and past transgressions. Alina, caught in the center of this swirling storm of intrigue, felt a mixture of anxiety and determination. She knew that uncovering the truth would not only bring justice for herself, but also protect future students from falling victim to Layla's manipulation and cruelty. The days turned into weeks, each passing moment bringing Evergreen Academy closer to a reckoning. The unsettling calm that had settled over the school was merely a facade, a prelude to the storm of revelations and consequences that loomed on the horizon. And amidst it all, Alina and Mira stood as beacons of resilience, determined to see justice served no matter the cost. The web of deception at Evergreen Academy grew thicker with each passing day, entangling students and faculty alike in its intricate strands. Detective Marlowe's investigation into Layla's potential involvement in Alina's assault delved deeper, uncovering a labyrinth of connections and hidden agendas. During a clandestine meeting with his colleague, Detective Marlowe reviewed the financial records of Layla's father, Mr. Harrington. What they discovered sent shockwaves through their investigation. Mr. Harrington had a history of using his wealth and influence to manipulate situations to his advantage, including instances where legal repercussions were conveniently sidestepped. Armed with this damning evidence, Detective Marlowe approached Principal Rosewood, the head of Evergreen Academy. He presented his findings, urging her to reconsider the school's stance on disciplinary actions against Layla and her clique. Principal Rosewood, a seasoned educator with a commitment to integrity, listened carefully to Detective Marlowe's concerns. Meanwhile, Alina and Mira continued their quest for justice, gathering support from allies within the student body. Whispers of Layla's potential guilt spread like wildfire, igniting a sense of unity among those who had felt the sting of her manipulation. The once unshakable facade of Layla's popularity began to crack under the weight of suspicion. In a bold move, Mira approached Nora, a new student whose arrival had sparked curiosity among the student body. Nora, with her sharp wit and keen observation skills, had quickly earned respect and admiration. Mira confided in Nora about the assault on Alina and Layla's possible involvement, seeking her assistance in unraveling the truth. Nora, intrigued by the challenge and motivated by a sense of justice, agreed to join forces with Mira and Alina. Together, they formed a clandestine alliance, pooling their resources and knowledge to dig deeper into Layla's past and present actions. As the investigation gained momentum, tensions within Evergreen Academy reached a boiling point. Layla, sensing the shift in dynamics, doubled down on her efforts to maintain control. She used her charm and influence to sway opinions, planting seeds of doubt and suspicion to protect her own interests. However, cracks began to appear in Layla's carefully constructed facade. Bella and Tessa, once unquestioningly loyal, started to question Layla's motives and actions. Their doubts, coupled with the mounting evidence against Layla, threatened to unravel the tight-knit clique that had ruled the school for so long. Detective Marlowe, working tirelessly behind the scenes, gathered witness statements and compiled a timeline of events leading up to the assault. Each piece of information brought him closer to the truth. Yet the web of deception seemed to grow more complex with every revelation. As the investigation entered a critical phase, the lines between truth and lies blurred, and allegiances were tested. Evergreen Academy stood on the precipice of a reckoning, where the tangled threads of deceit would finally unravel, exposing the dark heart of manipulation that had plagued the school for far too long. And at the center of it all stood Alina, Mira, Nora, and Detective Marlowe, determined to untangle the web of deception and bring justice to those who had suffered in its shadows. The atmosphere at Evergreen Academy crackled with tension, like the charged air before a storm. Detective Marlowe's investigation had gained significant momentum, thanks to the collaboration between Alina, Mira, Nora, and their growing network of allies. Each new piece of evidence brought them closer to unraveling the truth behind Alina's assault and Layla's potential involvement. Detective Marlowe's colleague, Agent Parker, joined the investigation, bringing expertise in financial forensics and a keen eye for uncovering hidden agendas. Together, they sifted through Mr. Harrington's intricate web of financial transactions, tracing connections that led to influential figures with the ties to the school's administration. Meanwhile, Alina's return to classes brought a renewed sense of determination. She refused to be intimidated by Layla's lingering presence or the whispers of doubt that still circulated among her peers. With Mira and Nora by her side, Alina focused on her studies and the ongoing investigation, channeling her emotions into a relentless pursuit of justice. As the days passed, Layla's facade of control began to crumble. Bella and Tessa, swayed by mounting evidence and their own doubts, distanced themselves from Layla's manipulative grasp. Their loyalty shifted towards Alina, Mira, and Nora, creating a rift within Layla's once unshakable clique. Principal Rosewood, after careful consideration of Detective Marlowe's findings, initiated an internal review of the school's disciplinary policies. She called for a meeting with Layla, Alina, Mira, and their respective parents to discuss the ongoing investigation and its potential impact on the school's reputation. During the meeting, tensions ran high as accusations were exchanged and truths came to light. Layla, faced with overwhelming evidence and the shifting allegiances of her former allies, found herself cornered. Her attempts to deflect blame and manipulate the situation fell on deaf ears as Principal Rosewood remained steadfast in her commitment to fairness and accountability. Alina, Mira, and Nora presented their own findings, including witness statements and documented instances of Layla's past misconduct. They urged the school administration to take decisive action against Layla and to implement stricter measures to prevent future incidents of bullying and manipulation. In a surprising turn of events, Layla's father, Mr. Harrington, arrived at the meeting. His usual air of confidence replaced by a palpable unease. Detective Marlowe and Agent Parker had uncovered damning evidence of Mr. Harrington's involvement in shielding Layla from consequences and manipulating school policies for his own gain. The meeting culminated in a decision that sent shockwaves through Evergreen Academy. Layla was expelled from the school, her father's influence unable to sway the administration's commitment to justice. Bella and Tessa, faced with the reality of Layla's deceit, chose to stand with Alina, Mira, and Nora, pledging to be allies in the ongoing fight against bullying and manipulation. As Layla's reign of terror came to an end, a sense of relief and empowerment spread through the school. Students and faculty alike embraced a new era of transparency and accountability. vowing to create a safer and more inclusive environment for all. The rising storm of deception had passed, leaving in its wake a strengthened resolve and a renewed sense of unity at Evergreen Academy. And Alina, Mira, Nora, and their allies stood as beacons of change, proof that courage and perseverance could overcome even the darkest shadows of manipulation and deceit. With Layla's expulsion and the revelations surrounding Mr. Harrington's manipulation, Evergreen Academy entered a period of profound change. The echoes of this upheaval reverberated through the halls, carrying with them a sense of empowerment and a renewed commitment to justice. Alina, Mira, and Nora found themselves at the center of this transformative moment. Their courage and determination had not only exposed the truth, but had also sparked a movement within the student body. Students who had once feared Layla's clique now felt emboldened to speak up against bullying and manipulation. Principal Rosewood, recognizing the need for systemic changes, spearheaded initiatives to promote a culture of kindness and inclusivity. Anti-bullying campaigns gained traction, and counseling services were expanded to support students who had been affected by past traumas. Bella and Tessa, having severed ties with Layla, joined forces with Alina, Mira, and Nora to champion these initiatives. Their experiences had taught them the importance of standing up for what was right and using their voices to effect positive change. Meanwhile, Layla's absence left a void in the social hierarchy of Evergreen Academy. New leaders emerged, ones who valued empathy and cooperation over manipulation and intimidation. The once fearful whispers in the hallways transformed into conversations of solidarity and support. Detective Marlowe and Agent Parker continued to monitor the aftermath of their investigation, ensuring that the changes implemented at Evergreen Academy were sustainable and effective. Their efforts had not only brought justice to Alina, but had also laid the groundwork for a safer and more compassionate school environment. As the school year progressed, Alina, Mira, and Nora found themselves celebrated not as victims, but as catalysts for positive change. They received accolades for their bravery and resilience, inspiring other students to stand up against bullying and to embrace diversity and inclusion. The annual Spring Festival, once overshadowed by the storm of deception, became a symbol of renewal and unity. Students from all backgrounds came together to celebrate their shared experiences and aspirations for a brighter future. Alina's art, once a refuge in times of turmoil, took on new meaning as she used her talent to promote themes of resilience and hope. Her paintings adorned the walls of the school, serving as a reminder of the power of creativity in healing and transformation. Mira's passion for social justice led her to organize workshops and seminars on topics such as empathy, conflict resolution, and allyship. Her efforts fostered a sense of community and understanding among students, bridging divides and fostering meaningful connections. Nora's sharp wit and insight continued to be a guiding force in navigating the complexities of high school life. Her friendship with Alina and Mira deepened, forming a bond forged in adversity and strengthened by shared values and aspirations. As the final days of the school year approached, Evergreen Academy stood as a testament to the resilience of its students and the enduring power of unity in the face of adversity. The echoes of change that had begun with a storm of deception now rang loud and clear, heralding a brighter and more inclusive future for all who called the academy home. The summer sun bathed Evergreen Academy in a warm glow, signaling the end of another school year. and the beginning of new horizons for its students. Alina, Mira, and Nora stood on the school grounds reflecting on the transformative journey they had embarked upon together. Alina's artwork had gained recognition beyond the school walls, with local galleries expressing interest in showcasing her paintings. Her experiences had inspired a new series of artworks centered around themes of resilience, empowerment, and the beauty of diversity. Mira's advocacy for social justice had not gone unnoticed. She was invited to speak at conferences and events, sharing her insights on creating inclusive communities and standing up against injustice. Her impact extended far beyond the confines of Evergreen Academy, reaching students and educators across the region. Nora's keen observations and sharp intellect continued to serve her well. She had become a trusted voice among her peers, offering guidance and support to those navigating the complexities of adolescence. Her friendship with Alina and Mira remained steadfast, a bond forged in shared experiences and mutual respect. As they prepared to part ways for the summer break, Alina, Mira, and Nora made a pact to stay connected and continue their efforts to promote positive change. They exchanged contact information, promising to collaborate on future projects and stay updated on each other's endeavors. The rest of the student body at Evergreen Academy had also embraced the spirit of change and unity. The initiatives launched by Principal Rosewood had taken root, fostering a culture of kindness, empathy, and acceptance. Bullying incidents had significantly decreased, replaced by acts of kindness and support. Bella and Tessa, having found their own voices in the aftermath of Layla's expulsion, had become advocates for mental health awareness. They organized workshops and activities focused on self-care, resilience, and seeking help when needed. Their journey from bystanders to allies had inspired many of their peers to take action and make a difference. Detective Marlowe and Agent Parker, satisfied with the positive outcomes of their investigation, kept a watchful eye on Evergreen Academy from a distance. They had seen firsthand the impact of their work in uncovering the truth and holding those responsible accountable. Their collaboration with Principal Rosewood had set a precedent for addressing issues of bullying and manipulation proactively. As the school year drew to a close, a sense of optimism permeated Evergreen Academy. The challenges and adversities of the past had given rise to a community united by shared values of compassion, integrity, and resilience. The students and faculty looked towards the future with hope and determination, ready to embrace whatever new horizons awaited them. The summer break brought a welcome respite to the students and faculty of Evergreen Academy. It was a time for relaxation, reflection, and preparing for the adventures that lay ahead. Alina, Mira, and Nora scattered to different corners of the world, each embarking on their own journey of self-discovery. Alina's summer was filled with artistic exploration. She traveled to galleries and museums, soaking in the diverse range of artistic styles and expressions. Inspired by her experiences and fueled by a newfound sense of confidence, she experimented with new techniques and mediums, pushing the boundaries of her creativity. Mira, always passionate about social justice, volunteered with organizations dedicated to advocating for marginalized communities. She immersed herself in grassroots initiatives, lending her voice to causes close to her heart. Through her experiences, she gained a deeper understanding of the systemic issues affecting society and the importance of collective action. Nora's summer took her on a whirlwind of adventures. She explored new cities, met people from different backgrounds, and delved into cultures and traditions beyond her own. Each new encounter broadened her perspective, shaping her into a more empathetic and globally aware individual. Despite the physical distance separating them, Alina, Mira, and Nora stayed connected through regular video calls and messages. They shared stories of their experiences, exchanged ideas for future collaborations, and supported each other through moments of doubt and growth. Back at Evergreen Academy, preparations were underway for the upcoming school year. Principal Rosewood and the faculty continued to build upon the foundation of inclusivity and empathy established in the previous year. New initiatives were planned, aimed at further fostering a sense of community and belonging among the students. Bella and Tessa, energized by their summer activities, returned to school with renewed determination. They took on leadership roles in student-led initiatives focused on mental health awareness and peer support. Their efforts resonated with their peers, sparking meaningful conversations and encouraging open dialogue about mental wellness. Detective Marlowe and Agent Parker, while no longer actively involved in the day-to-day affairs of Evergreen Academy, kept in touch with Principal Rosewood. They shared updates on their respective endeavors and continued to offer support and guidance as needed. As the summer drew to a close and the first day of the new school year approached, there was a palpable sense of anticipation in the air. The experiences and lessons learned during the break had transformed Alina, Mira, Nora, and their peers. They returned to Evergreen Academy, not just as students, but as agents of change, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that awaited them in the year ahead. The dawn of the new school year at Evergreen Academy heralded the beginning of a new era, a time of growth, unity, and continued transformation. Alina, Mira, and Nora returned to campus, their summer experiences infusing them with fresh perspectives and renewed determination. Alina's artwork had evolved, reflecting the diversity and vibrancy of the world she had explored during the break. Her paintings adorned the walls of the school, serving as a reminder of the power of art to inspire change and evoke emotions. Students and faculty alike marveled at the beauty and depth of her creations. Mira's passion for social justice had only intensified. She spearheaded initiatives to promote inclusivity and cultural understanding, organizing events that celebrated the rich tapestry of backgrounds and experiences within the student body. Her efforts fostered a sense of belonging and appreciation for diversity. Nora's global adventures had broadened her horizons in more ways than one. She shared stories of her travels, sparking curiosity and dialogue among her peers. Through her experiences, she encouraged others to embrace curiosity, empathy, and a willingness to learn from different perspectives. Principal Rosewood, impressed by the impact of the previous year's initiatives, expanded the school's focus on mental wellness and community engagement. Counseling services were enhanced, and peer support networks were established to ensure that every student felt supported and valued. Bella and Tessa, having found their own voices and passions, continued to lead by example. They organized workshops and discussions on topics ranging from mindfulness to effective communication, creating spaces for students to explore their emotions and build healthy relationships. The spirit of collaboration and unity permeated every aspect of life at Evergreen Academy. Students from diverse backgrounds came together to work on projects, share ideas, and support each other's aspirations. The once fragmented social landscape had transformed into a vibrant tapestry of friendship and cooperation. As the school year progressed, New friendships were forged, old wounds healed, and lessons learned. The echoes of the past year's challenges served as reminders of the resilience and strength of the Evergreen Academy community. Amidst the newfound harmony at Evergreen Academy, whispers of shadows from the past began to surface. Rumors circulated about a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows, casting doubt on the stability and unity that had been painstakingly built. Alina, Mira, and Nora couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that permeated the air. Strange occurrences like misplaced belongings and unexplained sounds in empty hallways fueled their suspicions. They wondered if the shadows of deception and manipulation were attempting to resurface, threatening to undo the progress they had made. Principal Rosewood, sensing the growing tension, called for a meeting with Alina, Mira, Nora, and a select few trusted students. They gathered in the dimly lit library, the weight of uncertainty hanging heavy in the air. Principal Rosewood spoke of vigilance and solidarity, urging them to remain united in the face of potential challenges. Bella and Tessa, who had become pillars of strength within the student body, shared their own observations. They had noticed peculiar behaviors and heard whispers of a hidden agenda lurking beneath the surface of Evergreen Academy's seemingly tranquil facade. Detective Marlowe and Agent Parker, alerted to the resurgence of shadows from the past, reached out to Principal Rosewood. They offered their support and expertise, determined to uncover the truth behind the unsettling developments. As the group delved deeper into their investigation, they uncovered a web of secrets and hidden agendas that threatened to unravel the fragile peace they had worked so hard to achieve. Dark forces were at play, manipulating events from behind the scenes, and the true extent of their influence remained shrouded in mystery. With each clue uncovered and each piece of the puzzle fit into place, the shadows grew darker, casting doubt on even the most trusted allies. Alina, Mira, Nora, and their allies realized that their journey was far from over. The shadows of the past were relentless in their pursuit, and the battle for truth and justice had only just begun. As they parted ways after the meeting, a sense of determination and resolve filled the air. Alina, Mira, and Nora exchanged knowing glances, their unspoken vow echoing in the silence. They would confront the shadows head-on, no matter the cost, for the future of Evergreen Academy and all who called it home. See you in Part 2, where the shadows reveal their secrets and the true test of courage and resilience begins. Subscribe for Part 2.